Yo, what is going on, guys? Winner Kills here. Welcome back to a brand new locals feature match. Here we are in round 2 for the week, where we've got Purrely on the left versus Adventurer Synchron on the right. Quick reminder to check out our current ongoing fundraiser for the Wild Bird Fund. Please consider donating. We're almost halfway to our goal currently of raising $500, so definitely consider donating if you haven't already. Donation incentives are, if we hit 100, I play Rika, 200 Earth Machine, 300 lots of giveaways, 400 I play Mermail again at locals, and 500 the community gets to decide the next deck we play on 1D1M, so definitely consider donating. But we're going to see Purrely go first here, win the die roll. Definitely something they would like to do, although the deck definitely can play well going second. The lead with Fenrir, and then they're going to go ahead and activate My Friend to go ahead and search for 3 sleepy memories. They get the guaranteed sleepy, then they'll go ahead and search off the Fenrir. Once they know they are safe from Droll and Lockbird there, no need to play into Droll that hard just by searching Fenrir right off the bat. So that other Fenrir they search, though, is basically just free discard fodder in this sense, so works out really well for them there. They do Ash the Purrely, trying to keep them entirely off of Yeep, if at all possible, since they already did have My Friend. And looks like the regular Purrely will get them access to another sleepy memory. They've got a pretty memory in hand that's going to allow them to get access to Beauty, ranking up to the Purrely effect, and then they're going to activate the sleepy memory, and they're going to chain the effect of Noir to go ahead and attach. You know, the effect they have all up to thrice per turn. And we're going to see a Nibiru come down, which this deck I really have never ever seen in like all of my time playing this deck. I've rarely ever seen it play into Nibiru, so that's why I'm just always not a fan of Nibiru recently, even in the new format. Although I feel like with Cash now hopefully just out of the picture, Nibiru becomes a little bit worthwhile to potentially main, because I feel like Purrely decks maybe now have a tendency to play more into Nibiru, you know, going Princess Sprite lines like we just saw here, or using like Kastira cards like Fenrir, right? Just adding that extra summon to the board can make things a little bit more prone to Nibiru. But they do have a way to keep extending here. They do have another Purrely that they can get out onto the field. And they're going to use its effect to go ahead and rank up into another Beauty. And they have the Yeep set, so it is definitely still a possibility that they could get to Noir. And they're going to use its other effect to send off a set Happy Memory to attach Nibiru. So now it has 3 materials underneath it. It would be a Noir with 4 materials total. That's 2 sends. Could be enough against this particular deck. Don't know how fragile it is. I haven't seen too much gameplay of it up close. I do know it is a deck that does need to play Crossout Designator, because Junk Speeder is such a card with a target on its back. That's something you want to imperm Ash if at all possible, because that card is insane if it resolves. We'll see Tuning activate to go ahead and search out Revolution Synchron at Mills Assault Synchron. Wandering Griffin Rider hitting the board, and the normal summon of the Reborn Tengu, and synchroning from hand with the Revolution Synchron, going into Shooting Riser Dragon, a card that we have not seen in the meta in quite some time. Reborn Tengu is going to go ahead and special summon another copy of itself since it left the field, and the Shooting Riser Dragon is going to go ahead and send a monster from the deck to the grave whose level is lower than this card's on the field. If you do, it reduce this card's level by that monster, but for the rest of them, you cannot activate monsters with the same name as the sent monster. So they send Droll and Lockbird, so it loses a level. It's going to go down to level 6, and it is a tuner that pairs with level 4 body, so that does give them access to Baron to Fleur. So it looks like they are just going to go ahead and use their Yeep now before the opponent can establish a Baron, and they're going to go ahead and use Noir rather to go ahead and put back the Reborn Tengu to the bottom of the deck, and that will not trigger its effect as leaving the field, because it goes back to the deck, I'm pretty sure. I think it works the same way as like Mirror Jade not triggering if it's put back to the extra deck, etc., just Yu-Gi-Oh! Rulings. And they do have the Accel Synchron, or not Accel Synchron, the Revolution Synchron in the grave, which does have an effect, and they're going to go ahead and chain Noir to that to shuffle it back into the deck. We'll put it back to the bottom of the deck, and now they are stuck with a level 6 and a level 7 on field, And there's really not a whole lot that they can do there, at least not that I can see. They have only got one card left in hand. And I think they are calculating the stats of the Nibiru token to see whether anything he has right now can get over it. So looks like he won't be able to. Of course, the Noir has 2,800 defense, so he's just going to go ahead and set a card. And we'll see the Adventure Synchron player proceed to the end phase. We're going to see the Yeep Graveyard effect. Go ahead and recycle 3. Also, I'm literally not sure how he got the Yeep. At the end of that last turn, he activated a Sleepy, chained Noir, and then just got a Yeep from the deck. I must be missing something. So we're going to see him recycle 3 and then draw for turn. And then we're going to see him start by activating my friend Purrely to reveal 3. And we'll see what 3 he decides to go ahead and reveal here. I don't think there are any guaranteed cards to be able to get back, although he did recycle a few. But we're going to see him reveal Delicious, Contemplating Delicious. They also maining Crossout Designator. Both players, I believe, are maining Crossout Designator in this particular matchup. So they're going to reveal a Delicious and 2 Happy Memories. Happiness could go kind of crazy here. There's a lot of crazy things you can do with Happiness, and Delicious Memory, right? Target a monster the opponent controls, make it so it can't be destroyed by battle, right? And then Happiness can just keep attacking into it, attaching Happies, right? Getting it with more and more materials, and getting it ready to become a Noir. Crazy shenanigans. Obviously, that's why I think Delicious is at 1. They definitely could have hit the deck going into this next format. A little disappointing that they didn't, because the format is still very much the same. But it is what it is. So we're going to see him use the Delicious to go ahead and bring out the Purrely. Purrely will add the Streets. What is the exact name? The Stray Purrely Street. For some reason I want to say By Street, but I think that's a Witchcrafter card. But I guess I got them mixed up because they both have the word street in their name. It's also weird that I just randomly know that card. So we're going to see him go ahead and rank up the Purrely with that Pretty Memory into Beauty. And battle phase, we're going to see him crash the Noir into the Wandering Griffin Rider to trigger both effects of the Stray Purrely Street and My Friend Purrely to go ahead and add back up to 3 and then special summon a Purrely from the deck, which is pretty strong. So we're going to see them add back Delicious, Happy, and Pretty Memory, and summon a regular Purrely from the deck, a regular old Purrely, and reveal a Purrely, a Purrely, and a book. And so that whiffs there, unfortunate. They're going to use the effect of Beauty, though, to send off the regular Purrely, attach a set Crossout Designator. And just trying to clear the field right now since the opponent is top decking, I'm pretty sure. So Noir probably just literally beats any top deck in their entire deck. So they're going to go ahead and use Beauty there. Both players are going to gain 1,000 as well. And then they use the effect, send off again, and attach the Shooting Riser Dragon. And now they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 materials underneath it, so they can just slap a Noir on it for free here. And yeah, he's going to say, you know what? Here's a Noir with 5 materials. You're on top deck. And they're also getting 6 materials. They're going to get to draw a card in the standby phase there. So they're going to draw for turn, see their card, and admit defeat. And we go into game 2. Check out the other ways you guys can support the channel in the description if you'd like. Imperium Duelist, TCG player, etc., etc. Or more importantly, consider donating to our fundraiser. But we're going to see the Stardust or Synchron adventure deck go first here in game 2. No surprise there. Hopefully we can see something out of this deck here. I haven't really seen too much of it. I know that it ends on a lot of synchros, like Dissipator, Baron, Cheng Ying, and yeah. Outside of that, I couldn't tell you. I know it can do some crazy combos, though. So we're going to see him activate Stardust Illumination. Send a Stardust monster from your deck to the graveyard, or if you control Stardust Dragon or a single monster that mentions it, you can special summon it instead. So we're going to see him send the Stardust Synchron. Luckily, I have it pulled up on DB here. I'd be completely clueless. Stardust Synchron says if this card is in your graveyard or hand, you contribute one monster special summon to this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. Also, you can have special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of the turn, except for Synchro monsters. So just if it's in the grave, tribute a monster, special summon it out. They've got Reborn Tengu. I see Magician's Souls, and 2 other cards that I can't quite see what they are from this angle. So we're going to see him normal summon Reborn Tengu, activate the Stardust Synchron, tributed special summon out. They're now locked into summoning Synchros in the extra deck, and Reborn Tengu will now trigger to go ahead and special summon another copy of itself. I think I saw the other 2 copies in the deck, so they did not draw a copy. And then they've got the Stardust Trail, which says if a monster you control is tributed, you can special summon this card from your hand or graveyard, but banish when it leaves the field. That is a level 4. So they have a tuner and a non-tuner on field. So they can go ahead and Synchro 8. Both Stardust Trail and Synchron are going to get banished via their own effects. And they're going to go for the Visas Amritara. Says if this card is Synchro summoned, you can add 1 spell trap that mentions Visas Starfrost from your deck to your hand. That is a wide range of cards that thing can search, but I believe they're going to go for the Vanadium Reframing, which is pretty much just a generic, I want to say Omni Negate at this point. I'm going to go ahead and pull that up. Yeah, when a spell trap card or monster effect is activated while you control a Synchro monster, negate the activation. Then if you have Visas Starfrost or a monster with 1500 attack and 2100 defense on your field or your graveyard, you can destroy that negated card, which Amritara does not have those stats. But it is just an Omni Negate. So they'll go ahead and negate the Purrely. I don't think it should be destroyed, though. Then if you have Visas Starfrost or a monster with 1500... Unless it's treated as Visas Star... Oh, its name becomes Visas Starfrost. Okay, literally in the first line of text. Fair enough. So it doesn't get destroyed. But they do have a way to get to another Purrely. And then they're going to go into the Happiness. Happiness will attack over Reborn Tengu. And we're going to see some chain links here. Effect of Happiness. And the effect of Reborn Tengu to go ahead and summon another Reborn Tengu, which that is a mandatory effect. So that is mandatory chain link 1. And at the end of the damage step, the Purrely Happiness will go ahead and search for a Purrely card. And they're going to get Delicious. Delicious is going to target Amritara. And of course, Happiness's other effect also is applying now to have Amritara, putting it down to 1250. And Delicious also making now so it can't be destroyed by battle. So they'll get that additional attack because they have Happy Member underneath it already, so it can get attacked twice. And then they're going to get to attack again as they grab another Happy Memory and use its effect to go ahead and activate it, and then chaining Happiness to attach it, so now it can attack one more time. So they'll attack over again for 750, I believe, over the Amritara. And its attack gets halved again. And... yeah, at the end of the damage step, if this card battled, you can add Purrely card from your deck to your hand. Also, if this card has Purrely Happy Memory as material, you can have the attack of this card. Then 1 face-up monster on the field, and then up to thrice per turn. When you activate a Purrely Quick Play spell card, you can attach it as material. And then, of course, Happy Memory says it can attack up to the number of Happy Memories it has +1. That's how many times. And on that last search there that they're going to get off the Happy, they're going to be able to grab the My Friend Purrely. So they're going to pay 500, and they're going to reveal 3 copies of Delicious Memory. Not Delicious, sorry. 3 copies of Pretty Memory. Don't know how I got that mixed up there. Be definitely cheating if you reveal 3 copies of Delicious, so glad we got that sorted out. So revealing 3 copies of Pretty Memory, they'll activate it, and they're going to use the effect of Happiness to go ahead and slurp that up, and they're going to go ahead and still resolve the effect here to special summon. So they're going to go ahead and get out a regular Purrely. They'll use its effect to go and activate the top 3, getting the Streets, a Cross Out, and a Purrely. So they'll take the field spell there. And the opponent has played into the Relinquished Anima, which, I mean, they should know that this deck definitely plays that, because it is a game 2. So they're going to go ahead and use the effect of Anima to go ahead and equip the Tengu to the Anima. Doing a little bit more board clearing here. And they're going to use the effect of Happiness again to send off the Tengu and attach the Amritara. And if this face-up card leaves the field, I believe Tengu should trigger there, no? This face-up card leaves the field, especially when Reborn Tengu from your deck. Oh, actually, all their Tengus might be out of the deck? That is a possibility. But they are going to go into Noir. Plenty of materials. They draw a 1-for-1 for turn. And yeah, they're just going to go ahead and mid-defeat, realizing there's not much they can do there to the big cat. So that's going to do. They also had Ash in hand, too. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Like and sub if you haven't already. And last but not least, a big shout out goes to our current Divine level channel members who are Green, Pony Stark, Misfit, H8 Cyber, and Cadillacs. Thank you, guys. And thank you to all of our members for your extremely kind and very generous support of this channel.